So, right, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We say that on the apostle and let's agree with son Rubel, our teachers, our apostle in truth, and we see salutations, so they are can say the push with no truth and sincerity, they in and the out and constantly in season or season, we see Shalom. And once again, going into a video here, anyone touching upon this post, right? I saw this post and I said I'll do a video on it. And what it stemmed from, what this person was actually talking about here, I'll read just now what it said, was going into this image here, going into this video, right, which was, as you can see, it was posted a year ago, right? It says, if aborting black males isn't the solution, what is? Right, and this was posted from Cynthia G. Now, reading some of the comments and reading some of the things that are being said, you can see this woman is literally all majority of her content is to go against the Israelite man. Now, this person, Mark Cynthia G, had 200k plus black women followers preaching about black boys with zero pushback. It took a white woman to bring down her page. All this happened and didn't wake you up, right? And this person came back and Mark, she lost this page, but before it was taken down, the evil bitch got a few 100,000 views, a lot of comments supporting her points. They never called out and even support the hate they give black men. Yet every black man has to be held responsible for murder efforts with screw looses, right? And then someone came back and marked her boyfriend is white. Now, this is a very important thing because a lot of women who do this kind of content, even some of these women who come up to do, like they will do videos against the Hebrew Israelites and so forth, their boyfriends, their husbands be Edomites. So they feel offended about the things that is being said. So they come to do the videos, they come to do the so-called rituals and so forth. And when you really watch the extent of it, their husband is literally Edomites. Right? So they feel offended by what they say. And this, even though this is not an example of that being said, as I said before, there's some of these women that actually be doing videos against the Hebrew Israelites, against the things we say and so forth, is because their husband be Edomites, right? Just like her, she's against Jake because why? Her husband is what? White, right? It's white. It's an Edomite, right? Someone calls she the Ku Klux Keisha. Wow. Wow. Right? So with that being said, I did bring forth a scripture here because there's a lot of women, they follow this propaganda, right? And they come with that type of wickedness. Now, it's this is the book of Sirach chapter 25, and I'm gonna read from verse 17. It said, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Right? And when you watch majority of the women that do this kind of content, you watch your face, that one particular look, you can see it here, right? The glasses, they always wear on these big glasses, thousands of makeup, the heavy lipstick. Let's go and look it up. Yeah, it's have another celebrity that does do this kind of content as well. Amanda something is her name. I can't remember her, but you could see I thought it was her to begin with. All of them have that similar look. But you just go back to being what just to go back showing what the wickedness. You understand? The continents tell tell who they are. Right? They say the wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Right? Verse 19. It say, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? That's what it says. So all wickedness is but little wickedness to the wickedness of a woman, right? Of a woman. And this what she kind of content. This is an example of it here. If aborting black males isn't the solution, what is? First and foremost, she's talking about abortion, something that they're not supposed to be doing. Secondly, she's talking about aborting who? The Israelite child, right? Talking about getting rid of the Israelite man, right? And one there's the kind of content hundreds of thousands of people has been supporting. Like when you listen to these feminists, going to the feminism is always some kind of man hate, right? But it's usually it comes from a Edomite kind of, because when all of these foundations, all of these things are set up, who if you setting it up? The Edomite men, right? Have them, falling in, giving them a little scrums, and they would go forth and teach these kind of and say these kind of things, right? To stir up some kind of so there's this, so this again, it stemmed from, as long as that video of black women asking white men to kill black men exists, we don't really have to care what bitches online feel or think about anything, especially a rapper, right? And this person, I believe they shared the video saying that, let me see what time. Nah, this is not it. Right? So she talking about, and literally it goes back to what she was saying here, right? But again, as the scriptures say, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, because they would do these kind of things, see these kind of thing, and think it's something good, and all the other women go comment on the page and say, yes, queen, go queen, that's the right thing to do, right? Hey, but wow. And they see, that is why, continually you hear brothers continue to say, stay away from these harlots, from these wicked women, right? Because this is what they really push forward, this is what they push forward. It reminds me of a video that I saw where these Edomite women were actually teaching women to leave the husband, and the black woman, what she did was, she actually agreed with what the person was saying. But when the same Edomite woman went to other Edomite woman, they told her no. They go stay and see about the husband, right? Hey, she that is my enemy, way, right? That is what the scriptures say. A righteous woman more precious than what rubies. That's roughly paraphrasing, right? Far above rubies, right? I believe I know I quoted it wrong, but it's like, yeah, but hey, that just show you how. Let me see if I get that matter of fact. I believe that is in the book of Proverbs. It's Proverbs. Oh, yeah, Proverbs 31, right? Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. And that's to show you that's to show you how much a virtuous woman worth. Right? They say the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships, she bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. Right? Right? And this continuing, but as it say, so let me just jump down a little bit. I want to go to verse 30, Proverbs 31, verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And that is who you really going to get a praise, not these type of wicked women outside here talking this kind of bullshit, right? These same women that would terrorize, they would literally terrorize a man. But going to an Israelite man, but would go into an Edomite man, they would be submissive. They would listen. And next thing too, I remember I was watching something, and somebody was explaining when these Israelite women, when they go to a Edomite man, the Edomite man will tell them nothing. So the woman usually just overpower the Edomite and do all kind of bullshit. And that is the same thing that is want to do Jake, but Jake just more, hey, you can't do that shit around me, right? But going back to verse 10, it says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Hey, that just show you how precious a virtuous woman is. Right? Hey, and this is the kind of demons that have outside here. There's a lot of women that that just like them. Can you remember? I just posted say 100,000 views. So a lot of women and a lot of comments or supporting her points. A lot of women that agree with that. So that's the kind of wickedness you're dealing with on an outside there, right? You gotta watch. You gotta watch where you're pushing your road. It's the type of woman that you ain't do nothing. You ain't gonna do shit nothing. And she put you in court. Make up some sort of lie and all them bullshit, right? So it say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Yeah, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And let's imagine it should say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Like what make you do this video? Like, hey, and that should show it's just wickedness, right? Let's say on verse 24. It say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to God abroad. Right, so yeah. So it say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. That's going down now. I want to go to chapter I wanted to bring something out of verse 26. Chapter 26. But matter of fact, I will just go to the next scripture I wanted to bring in Surah chapter. Alright, Surah 7 verse 19. It say forgo not a wise woman. Forgo not a wise and good woman, for her grace is above gold. The reason why I'm showing it like the Proverbs and this scripture is just to show you how, it could show you the worth of how a good woman is. And the majority of these women outside there, they didn't even worth that. They didn't even worth your time. You understand? They say all the wickedness about the man. These women outside here straight out demons, yo. It's rare you will find the select few that would actually hearken and listen. That's why it say a woman had fear the Lord. You know how much of these women outside here going and fear the Lord? No, she have her head tapped. God says me. That's what your face. You can see the countenance alone. The men. Men go know what it is are speaking about. It have a particular. It just had a face. Like, all of them carry that similar traits. A similar spirit where the faces look familiar when they're in a demon mood. In a demon mindset. All of them just had a similar look. Right? And literally, you don't want to be with these type of women, right? At all. You literally don't want to be in the with these type of women. Straight out demons. Right? I want to bring our next scripture here. I want to go to the book of Surah chapter 42. And I'll read from verse 12. It says, behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. For from garments cometh a moth, and from woman wickedness. And that is what it's come from. Here it says, for from garments cometh a moth, and from woman wickedness. Again, this is what we see here. When I saw it, and I was reading some of the comments, even some of the things people are saying about this woman, the scriptures come to my mind one time. I was like, hey, that what the scriptures say. Hey, what has come from a woman is just straight out wickedness, yo. You understand? So, hey, once again, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemio, Shaiba, Shem Kakadash. We say that when supports and elders are great most and rule well, our teachers are apostles in the truth, and we say salutations to the outcomes of the push with no truth and sincerity. Day in and day out, and constantly in season or season, we say, Shalom.